Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling. Welcome back to Update X24H, where we uncover the real stories behind the glamorous headlines. Have you ever wondered what happens when a top celebrity finally drops the perfect facade during a casual live stream, revealing raw truths about love, happiness, and inner peace? Today we are diving deep into a moment that has everyone talking, exploring the quiet strength behind a radiant smile, and discovering why choosing your own path is the ultimate form of self-care. Grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let us explore the heartwarming reality behind the screens. In the fast-paced world of modern entertainment, perfection is often an unwritten job description. Every public appearance is meticulously planned, every outfit is styled to absolute precision, and every word spoken is weighed against public expectation. Yet, there are rare magical moments when the digital curtain falls, and we catch a glimpse of the authentic human being behind the star. Recently, during a casual, unfiltered live stream that felt more like a late-night chat with a close friend, Zhao Lucy offered her global fanbase precisely that kind of rare vulnerability. Sitting comfortably in oversized, cozy loungewear, completely unbothered by the absence of heavy studio makeup, she did not talk about her upcoming dramas or record-breaking projects. Instead, she spoke softly about personal fulfillment, emotional clarity, and the quiet joy of being entirely at peace with the life choices she has made. It was a statement so refreshingly grounded that it immediately sent waves across social media platforms, sparking intense discussions about what true happiness actually looks like when the cameras are turned off. When we examine the anatomy of why moments like this capture the collective imagination of millions, we have to look past the surface glamour and address a universal human craving: the desperate need for authenticity. Modern life places an extraordinary amount of pressure on young adults everywhere. Between career demands, social expectations, and the constant digital noise, anxiety has become an unwelcome companion for countless individuals. Society frequently dictates milestones, when we should succeed, how we should present ourselves, and what path our personal lives ought to follow. When someone who embodies the pinnacle of public success steps back and openly acknowledges that the journey is complex, confusing, and filled with quiet struggles, it acts as an immediate emotional release for the audience. When Lucy shared her thoughts on navigating personal uncertainty, gently reminding everyone that feeling lost at nearly 30, or even 50, is simply a normal phase of the human experience rather than a personal failure, she unlocked a powerful wave of collective healing. She validated the silent anxieties of her audience, proving that vulnerability is never a weakness, but rather the truest form of strength. To truly understand the depth of this moment, we must explore it through multiple psychological and emotional dimensions. First, consider the therapeutic power of action versus stagnation. In her candid reflections, she touched upon a profound truth about mental well-being. When we find ourselves overwhelmed by overthinking and existential dread, sitting still in isolation often only deepens the anxiety. Instead, she highlighted how immersing oneself in meaningful pursuits, whether it is creative work, professional dedication, or simply mastering a new daily craft, helps anchor the mind. Engaging in productive routines creates a sense of purpose and reminds us of the quiet charm of being needed and valued by the world around us. It is not about chasing an impossible standard of perfection, but rather about taking small, intentional steps forward each day, ignoring the distracting background noise of external criticism, and listening closely to the quiet voice of one's own inner intuition. Beyond emotional resilience, this conversation also opened up an essential dialogue about self-advocacy, personal boundaries, and protecting one's mental and physical well-being. Life invariably brings its share of unexpected challenges, ranging from minor physical fatigue and burnout to professional hurdles and unfair treatment in past environments. Rather than masking these difficulties with toxic positivity, The message conveyed was one of compassionate self-preservation. Whether it involves managing daily health with mindfulness, stepping away from draining situations, or standing firmly for one's rights when facing professional injustices, the underlying philosophy is crystal clear. Never let yourself suffer in silence, and never allow outside pressures to compromise your fundamental dignity. It is a powerful reminder that self-love requires active defense. Protecting your peace means recognizing when a situation no longer serves your growth, having the courage to set firm boundaries, and refusing to carry the heavy burdens imposed by others. Furthermore, this narrative takes on an even more inspiring hue when we look at the delicate balance between public exposure and personal sanctuary. For international stars living under the constant microscope of media scrutiny, maintaining a sense of genuine personal agency is extraordinarily difficult. Every personal choice, relationship status, or casual remark is routinely dissected, amplified, and sometimes distorted by online commentators. To openly state that one is content and thriving simply because of the choices they have personally made, free from the validation of industry standards or public consensus, takes immense courage. It represents a subtle yet profound shift from seeking external approval to cultivating internal validation. By framing her personal journey around peace, genuine emotional connection, and self-determined happiness, Lucy has subtly redefined what it means to be a modern role model. She is no longer just a face on a billboard or a character on a screen. She is a relatable peer navigating the beautiful messiness of life alongside her audience. As we reflect on these profound lessons, it becomes evident why this specific live stream resonated so deeply across cultural and linguistic boundaries. It is because deep down we are all searching for the same thing: a sense of belonging, the courage to embrace our imperfections, and the freedom to choose our own happiness without fear of judgment. The anxieties we face, the professional hurdles we must overcome, and the quiet moments of self-doubt are threads that connect every single one of us, regardless of geography or background. When a public figure has the grace to strip away the artifice and share these universal truths with warmth and humor, they bridge the gap between celebrity and community. They remind us that behind every polished headline is a living, breathing person learning, growing, and striving for peace, just like you and me. Thank you so much for joining us on Update X24H today, as we explored this touching story together. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hearts and minds of your favorite stars, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to us, and we look forward to bringing you more compelling stories, positive insights, and heartfelt journeys in our next video. Take wonderful care of yourselves, keep moving forward with kindness, and we will